We're now taking a live look at the White House, where President Trump is meeting with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and other national security advisors today as the president considers his next steps with Venezuela, which he blames for sending criminals and drugs into the United States. Also on the foreign policy front, the U.S. is getting ready for a high-stakes meeting in Moscow tomorrow with Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss plans to end the war with Ukraine. Here's Torian Small.
The Republican-led House and Senate Armed Services Committees have announced they are looking into a U.S. strike on an alleged drug boat near Venezuela back in September. The Washington Post reported Secretary Hegseth gave a verbal order to kill everybody on board. When two survived, the Special Operations Commander overseeing the attack ordered a second strike to comply with Hegseth's instructions, and the two other men were blown apart in the water.
If it was as if the article said, that is a violation of the law of war.
Hegseth has denied he gave any such order, and President Trump says he believes him.
Pete said he did not order the death of those two men.
The White House press secretary said Monday that Hegseth authorized an Admiral, Frank Mitch Bradley, to conduct the strikes.
Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law, directing the engagement to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat to the United States of America was eliminated.
The war in Ukraine is another top foreign policy priority for the Trump administration, with the key meeting planned for tomorrow in Moscow. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are set to talk face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin about ending his country's war with Ukraine.
I will let the negotiators negotiate, but we do feel quite good, and we're hopeful that this war can finally come to an end.
Many in Ukraine are concerned the plan would allow Russia to keep much of the territory it invaded. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with France's President Emmanuel Macron Monday, who said that only Ukraine can decide on its territories in peace negotiations with Russia. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.